Iwenga wapata umunobe Chimono kubango wipaya bantu Wileka shetani ya kubonfye Awe ukane sumila ishla ya chitemwiko Ziko lifunika love We need more love Dawa kuzondana ndiye kuleta kuvutana Ziko lifunika love We need more love Dawa kuzondana ndiye kuleta kupayana
Silent Razor
Hail season Hapakani Kanyamata. Good morning, afternoon, evening, Elianse na Kumazulu.
And on this week's edition, I'm joined by Season. My name's Alfred Chimake, call me DJ Suspect. Season, welcome to it.
Thanks so much. Suspect.
Sure.
Yeah,
so Season is one of the artists that we have here in Siavonga. Maybe somebody would be wondering who Season is. Can you please tell the people who Season is?
Well, Season is a Zambian-based artist. Yeah, so that's all.
Okay, so from the look of things, how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music, I think, for the past 15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a record label, or which artists have you worked with before?
So far, I think I've worked with a number of artists.
Okay.
Yeah. Which some of them are people like Exile.
Okay.
Drifter Trek, yeah, then people like Czone, T-Boy, Kenny One, Silent Eraser,
Okay.
yeah, and as well Muse, the teacher.
Oh, Mills the teacher. And moving on to that as well, having mentioned all these artists, who really inspires you in music, or maybe what actually made you start doing music?
Well, I may say for music, on my case, I think it's a family thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I was young, I have an elder brother, though he's late this time around. His name was Steve Rocks.
Okay.
Yes, he used to do music with MC Wabu, you know, he's the one actually who used to write music for those guys according to what I got. Yeah, so I think I got an inspiration from that. So with a start, I started by maybe producing, playing instruments, something like that. Then I developed into singing too.
Okay.
Sure.
So how many songs have you recorded so far, or albums, or something else?
There are quite a number so far. Yeah, so there are quite a number.
Quite a number.
Sure.
And how far have you gone promoting these songs, in case somebody would be wondering?
Well, I may say that's when I'm starting promoting my music.
Okay.
Yes, and like you've said, one may wonder, but I think I was trying to rearrange everything, yeah, to put them in order.
And looking at this year, which is 2020, I must say 2020 is actually a new year still. What other projects have you lined up for the year?
Well, for the projects, I think I'm focusing on things that are happening. Yeah, so I'd rather give people, I think, what they need to hear.
Okay.
Sure.
And which other big artists would you like to feature in one of the projects that you're thinking of dropping this year?
Well, I've got something that is on hold, though very soon it will be done. I think Your Maps.
Your Maps.
Sure.
So Your Maps, look out for that one. Season is coming your way very soon, and I believe everybody else, your fans out there, they're also looking forward to have that touch of your music. So tell us about the Donyadonya video that you just dropped recently. How's the experience?
Well, I think it receiving some support, because we just released it this year. I think that was on the 5th of January. So at least I can see there are more likes coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this actually giving you a chance to feel like dropping more videos? Because we've seen other artists, they would do a good song, but it just feels like that without giving us a video. So looking at the Donyadonya song, after receiving massive airplay, are you thinking of dropping more videos after this project?
Okay. I think, yeah, for me, like I earlier stated that I've started working on my music. So I've recorded a lot of tracks. Then I'm also working on the musical videos, which the next video that we'll be working on, rather the project, it's another song that we did with Exa, featuring also Drifter Trek. Sure.
So Season, we've seen Zambian music evolving for the past few years, I would say. How do you rate or categorize your type of music?
I think my music is a bit of R&B and some dancehall.
Dancehall.
Yeah.
And how do you manage your music in terms of organizing shows or events and whatnot? Do you have a manager?
Yes, I have a manager.
Okay.
Yes. In the first place, I think it was very difficult for me to run everything alone. So I just came to discover that I would need someone to manage me around, because something that was involving work and music. So, and apart from that, I thought to find someone who could at least advise me here and there and help me like sell my music out.
Okay. Sure. And looking at how evolving finding time for the studio and work, how do you manage or how do you divide time as an artist?
Well, that's a good question. Well, it's a bit tricky, though I manage. I work Monday to Friday, so I utilize the weekends for the music things.
Okay. And you as an artist having been recorded a number of hit songs that actually receiving both a good airplay on radio and club music, how do you explain the Zambian music industry at the moment?
Well, I may say I think there is competition. Yeah, so one has to be more committed. Yeah, so I agree, the competition is there, so it involves hard work and commitment. At least you need to give people what they want. So yeah.
And as we come to a wrap of our episode today, maybe just tell us what message do you have for other upcoming artists out there, or people that are actually hoping to join the music industry?
Well, with the start, I think I may say music is just one way of entertaining and teaching each other. So I believe myself that everyone is an artist. So it just takes interest. Yeah, so I may try to encourage my fellow artists out there that they'll just need to continue working hard. Let's continue entertaining each other. Otherwise, I believe that without music, I think the world might be so boring.
So Season, how can one get access or maybe hold of your music, or maybe on social media platforms? How can one find you?
Well, I think everyone who wants to have access to my music, you can like my page on Facebook. That's Season Zambia, and you can get along and see what I always post on my page.
Okay. So, as we come to the end of this episode season, what are your last words to the viewers?
Well, viewers, I've got a lot for you guys. Get to like my page and share my music and videos. I love you all.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I was joined by Season on this week's episode. Till next time, this has been DJ Suspect. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You know what I mean, yeah. Muziba zimeneni kambapo kuyambana kungakalepo but it is ankalile kuononga ziko no matter who you're presenting. Under the skin we are all in the same, no matter homo or religion. Under the skin we are all in the same. Ushena nomba tamwaishiva atu we are one people. Ushena manje simuziva atu we are one nation. You know what I don't know.